Now is the time. This is the motive. The opportunity. We're moving forward. We're moving forward. You planted this seed and you're watching it grow. You took more than you need, now you'll reap what you sow. The venom you've become, you're so
Alright, let's see. Pendulum support. Yeah, it's all looking really good. Just as it should be. Hey, sorry I'm late. No, you're fine. Nothing to worry about. I've been meaning to ask you something. This has been kind of bugging me just a little bit. Ask away, I'm an open book. How did you exactly get your hands on Supreme King Zarg and a few of the Supreme King cards? That book's closed. It's no longer relevant. Actually, it is kind of relevant. Come on, I'm really curious. It would take a lot of stress off my back. The more I know, the better. Alright, fine, I'll tell you. But you can't tell anyone else, okay? You can trust me, I'm your friend. Alright, well, where do I even start? I guess let's go to the beginning. It started back in July 2019, just a little over a year ago.
The day that I got the cards is a day that I will never forget. I remember it well. I was by myself, unsure what the future looked like for me. I was uncertain what I wanted to do after quitting dueling. Only reason I really quit the game in the first place was because around the time I was going through a pretty depressed state. I tried moving forward, but it just seemed really difficult. During my depressed state, I lost a lot of things. I had a good paying job, which I lost. I lost my girlfriend, who ended up cheating on me with another man. And I lost a lot of my fans, who loved me for who I was. I wasn't sure what to do, and I just felt stuck in an empty void. Then, as I was standing there, unsure what to do, he showed up.
I thought I'd find you here, Mr. Hubbard.
I didn't get his name, but he offered me a choice. Just continue running away as a coward and not face the world again, or I could get back to dueling and still enjoy it for what it was. Plus, I could be stronger than I ever was before. So, I took him up on his offer, and he gave me the cards. Once I was given the cards, I sort of saw light at the end of the tunnel. I realized that I had to improve myself. And from that day, I'd made it my mission to get back my pro dueling title, and to no longer be depressed or sad. So I did what I could. I battled in tournaments, I battled in anti-duels, I did what I could to try and make my deck even stronger than it was before.
And yeah, that's basically what happened. That is an interesting story. But did you ever consider the possible risk that you were getting yourself into? No, not really. Never really took it into consideration. Didn't think there was anything to be concerned about. Well, Jace, hearing your story, I'm now very concerned. I have a bad feeling something's going to happen. I don't know what, but I just have that gut feeling.
Status report, no!
Well, sir, I don't know what's going on. There appears to be some large amounts of energy gathering.
Large amounts of energy? Well, what are you talking about?
There appears to be large amounts of energy gathering in one location. And it appears to be I don't know. It looks like it's forming into something. Sir, what do we do?
Send 3 of our lancers there at once, and that's an order!
Yes, sir.
This is the end of the line for you, lawbreaker. Now come along with us peacefully. About time you boys showed up. And here I was, thinking I was gonna be all by myself. There's no point in running, you fool. Surrender now to the Lancers. Surrender now or face the consequences. So persistent, aren't you boys? Oh, I like that. But taking all 3 of you on individually is going to take far too long. So I'll make it easy. I'll take all 3 of you on at the same time. You're joking, right? You heard me. I'll take all 3 of you on at once. In fact, I'm willing to let you boys have your own respective boards and respective life points. So that means I have to defeat 24,000 life points in a single duel. What do you say? You boys up for it? Wow, you really are a moron. You actually think you can take on all 3 of us at once? Pathetic. This should be quite fun. This is going to be far too easy. Come on, boys, let's take him down. Because I'm the one at a disadvantage here, gentlemen, I think I'll start first. I end my turn. This is a battle royale after all. That should allow me to evaluate each of your respective plays. And it also determine if the cards in my hand are going to be strong enough to take all 3 of you on. Now go ahead. It's your move. I'm waiting. Oh, you think it's so confident, do you? Let me show you what the fusion department of the Lancers has to offer. I'll begin with my spell card, Ancient Gear Fortress. With my fortress now on the field, I'll play this spell card, Ancient Gear Catapult. My catapult destroys the Ancient Gear Fortress. Then I'm allowed to summon 1 Ancient Gear monster directly from my deck, ignoring summoning conditions. So I play Ancient Gear Golem. Oh, and because Ancient Gear Fortress went to the graveyard, its effect now activates, meaning I can summon an Ancient Gear monster from my hand. So please welcome Ancient Gear Wyvern. And with Ancient Gear Wyvern's arrival comes its special ability. I'm now allowed to add 1 Ancient Gear card from my deck to my hand. I'll snag Ancient Gear Box. And this is good for me, because now Ancient Gear Box's effect activates in my hand. Because it was added from my deck or my graveyard to my hand by a card effect, I get to add 1 machine monster with 500 attack and or 500 defense or less from my deck to my hand. I'll add my Ancient Gear Gadget, and then I normal summon the Ancient Gear Box. And now, I'll send Ancient Gear Box, along with Ancient Gear Wyvern to my graveyard to link summon Link 2 Ancient Gear Ballista! I now activate Ancient Gear Ballista's ability. When it's link summoned, I'm allowed to add an Ancient Gear monster from my deck to my hand. So, I'll add another Ancient Gear Golem. Then I activate a spell card. Go Ancient Gear Fusion! My fusion spell allows me to fusion summon 1 Ancient Gear monster, and if I happen to use Ancient Gear Golem as fusion material, I'm allowed to use monsters in my deck as well. So I fuse Ancient Gear Golem along with Ancient Gear Gadget, Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon, as well as a 3rd Ancient Gear Golem in my deck to create Chaos Ancient Gear Giant! That's all from me. With these mighty monsters, you don't stand a chance. I end my turn. Excellent start there, partner. Alright, I'll go next. And I'll first activate Reinforcement of the Army. Just let me call for backup by adding 1 level 4 or lower warrior type monster from my deck to my hand. So I'm adding Boost Warrior to be added to my hand. Next I summon my Tuna Monster, front and center, Jute Fighter. And Jute Fighter's bringing along some backup. And that happens to be Boost Warrior. You see, I can summon Boost Warrior whenever there's a Tuna Monster on my field. And now, I'll tune level 2 Jute Fighter and level 1 Boost Warrior. I Synchro Summon level 3 Goyo Defender, report for duty. I activate Defender's special ability. Because all the monsters on my field are Earth Synchro monsters, I'm allowed to summon 2 more Goyo Defenders from my extra deck. So now I have a full field of Goyo Defenders you gotta deal with. However, these 3 Defenders won't satisfy me. I'm gonna have to go even further. Since I have a war on my field, I'm permitted to special summon this card from my hand. Front and center, Fire Flint Lady. But this lovely lady won't be around for long because I'm using her special ability. By simply sending her to my graveyard, I get to summon 1 level 4 or lower warrior type monster from my hand. So front and center, Torapart. And now I'll tune level 2 Torapart with 2 of my level 3 Goyo Defenders. When loyal subjects of the law combine into one, lawbreakers have no choice but to bow and surrender. Synchro Summon, front and center level 8, Goyo King. And now with Goyo King on my field, I equip him with Magnum Shield. This gives Goyo King attack points equal to his defense points, bringing him up to 4,800. This is a pretty good roster I've got right here. That's gonna do for my turn. I break my silence. With level Lifter, Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo, and Golden Ninja become level 5. Now I overlay my 2 ninjas. When 2 Silent Souls meet, the Crimson Blade shall appear. Answer to me. Exceed Summon. Rise number 12. Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja. And I'll summon my ninja next to Saizo's link. As long as Saizo points to another monster, they're allowed to attack it. And that's going to do, so I end my turn. So what do you think about a field, you fool? We have so many cards to take you out. Heh, he's too scared to say anything. We got him right where we want him, boys. Pitiful. What did you just say? You heard what I said. Very pitiful. This is going to be easier than I thought. You're bluffing. You can't handle these fields of ours. It's impossible. Let's put that theory to the test, shall we? Alright. To begin my turn, I shall be activating a spell card, Signet Lining. With this spell, I get to send 1 card in my hand to the graveyard. Then I can add 1 level 4 or lower Cyberse monster in my deck directly to my hand. So, I'll discard Water Leviathan Ignister to my graveyard. And doing so allows me to add my Hikari Ignister to my hand. I'll chain by activating Armored Ninjutsu Art of Rust Miss. My trap card will have the attack points of all special summon monsters you control, as long as I have a ninja on my side of the field, which I do. Oh please, that pathetic little trap card can't stop me. Now then, where was I? Ah yes, I remember. I normal summon Picari Ignister. And then I activate Picari's ability. When he's summoned, I'm allowed to add one field spell that's called Ignister Island from my deck directly to my hand. Then, I will use my Picari in order to link summon. Come forth Link 1, Lingaribo! With that done, I activate the field spell Ignister Island. With Island on my field, I can special summon one Ignister monster from my hand as long as there are no monsters in my main monster zones. I can keep doing this over and over and over again, as long as the Ignister monster that I summon is a different attribute than any previous ones that I've already summoned during this turn. So, if you guys are falling behind, you better catch up quickly. So, using the effective Ignister Island, I special summon Biruru Ignister from my hand to the field. And with Biruru's ability, I'm allowed to send an Ignister in my deck to the graveyard because he was summoned. So I'll be saying bye-bye to my Atachachi Ignister. Then I will create my circuit again, and send Biruru and Lingaribo to my graveyard, to link summon the Link 2 Splash Mage. And with my main monster zones clear, I'll use the effect of my Ignister Island again. I special summon Doyen Ignister to the field. And this now activates Doyen's ability. I add one Ignister monster from my graveyard right into my hand, and I'll be choosing Atachachi Ignister. Then I'll activate the special ability of my Splash Mage. Once per turn, I can summon one Cyberse monster from my graveyard, in defense mode, by negating its special abilities. Also, I can't special summon for the rest of the turn unless it is for a Cyberse monster. So I bring back my Picari Ignister. And now with that done, I'll once again create my circuit. I set Splash Mage, Doyen, and Picari in the Link arrows. I Link summon Link 3, Dark Templar Ignister. With my main monster zone cleared up again, I'll use the effective Ignister Island. So I special summon Atachachi Ignister to the field next to Dark Templar's Link. Now I activate Atachachi's ability, and then chain the ability of Dark Templar. First, with Dark Templar, I can special summon as many level 4 or lower Ignisters from my graveyard by simply negating their special abilities. So rise again, Biruru, and Picari. Then, with the effect of Atachachi, I add one Ignister monster from my deck to my hand. So I'll add Goshian Ignister.
Oh my gosh, we're shaking in our boots! We're gonna lose! No, we're not!
Oh, trust me when I say the worst is yet to come, boys. Prepare yourselves. Watch as level 3 Biruru turns my level 4 Picari. Galloping gales of Cyberse stroll onto the battlefield in pride, and bring forth a powerful storm that cannot be challenged. Synchro Summon, level 7 Wind Pegasus Ignister. With that done, I activate the effect of Biruru in my graveyard. Since he was used to summon a Cyber Synchro monster, I'm allowed to summon one of Wind Pegasus' Synchro materials. So I'll bring back Picari Ignister from my graveyard. Now, what to do next? Oh, I know. I'll use the effect of Picari. I can target my Atachachi and make him level 4. And that means I can now do this. With my level 4 Picari and my level 4 Atachachi, I build the overlay network. Shining beam within the darkness, descend down and bring forth a light that will never fade away for eternity. I Xyz summon rank 4 Light Dragon Ignister. And guess what? I'm still not done. I activate the effect of Wind Pegasus. Once per turn, for every Ignister on my field, I can destroy the same number of spell and trap cards that you boys have. Now, what spell and traps will I choose to destroy? Oh, I think the answer's pretty obvious. I'll destroy your Rust Mist and your Magnum Shield. Oh, and there's more. Now I activate Light Dragon Ignister's ability. By using one overlay unit, for every Ignister on my field, I can destroy the same number of monsters that you guys have. Now, what monsters will I choose to destroy? I think I'll destroy Chaos Ancient Gear Giant, Doyo King, and, Ancient Gear Golem. Because I have an Ignister on my field, I can special summon my Doshian Ignister. And now I play Doshian's ability. It's going to be a good one. By returning Splash Mage from my graveyard to my extra deck, I can add a spell card from my deck to my hand. And that spell card happens to be I Love Fusion. And trust me when I say I love Fusion, because my spell card allows me to Fusion summon a Cyberse monster. And if I'm using an Ignister as a material, I can use a Link monster you boys control as fusion material as well. So, I'll be fusing together my Doshian along with Ninja Grandmaster Saizo.
My Saizo?
Quaking force beneath the deepest layers of Earth. Give rise and destroy anything that stands before you. Fusion summon. Rise Earth Golem Ignister. Next up, I'll activate the effect of Lingaribo in my graveyard. By attributing my Winged Pegasus, I can summon Lingaribo from my graveyard right back to the field. Next to my Dark Templars left Link. Now, I'll use my Light Dragon Ignister and my Earth Golem Ignister to build my Link network once again. Link Summon. Rise Link 2, Link Bumper.
Okay, this is really throwing me off. You gave up 2 strong monsters for a weaker one. What are you up to?
Trust me when I say, it's an important factor that you boys will have to pay attention to soon enough. Now, I activate a spell card from my hand called Idol Reborn. It allows me to bring back an Ignister from my graveyard. However, I can't special summon for the rest of the turn, except for Cyberse monsters. Not that it really matters, I've been special summoning Cyberse monsters during this entire duel. So using the effect of my Reborn spell card, I bring back Light Dragon Ignister from my graveyard. And last but not least, I activate the effect of Hikari Ignister in my hand. I special summon her to my field because I control an Ignister. Bear witness your defeat as I use Light Dragon Ignister, Hikari Ignister, and Dark Templar Ignister to create my ultimate circuit! Fire, water, earth, wind, and darkness manifest into a single soul and give rise to lead towards a new future. I Link Summon. Rise before all of us. Link 5. Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid.
Only on rare occasions have I ever seen something like this.
With Dark Fluid's arrival comes his special ability. Because it was Link summoned, I can place a number of counters on it, equal to the number of Cyberse Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, and Exceed monsters in my graveyard. And last I checked, unless you boys aren't paying attention, I happen to have 4 in my graveyard. So Dark Fluid gains 4 counters. Now, battle. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. We don't need to be scared. That thing only has 3,000 attack points. That would be true, except for the fact that Dark Fluid gains 2,500 attack points for each one of its counters, bringing it up to 13,000 attack points.
Wait a second, what?
Now, who shall I attack first? Oh, I know. Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid, attack Ancient Gear Ballista.
No, I can't be defeated! Ugh.
No! Guess it's up to us to take this clown down. We'll get you back for defeating our partner. Oh, don't worry, boys. You'll be joining your friend very soon. I activate the effect of my Link Bumper. Because Dark Fluid attacked an opponent's Link monster, for every Link monster that happens to be on my field other than Link Bumper, Dark Fluid gains an additional attack. And last I checked, I happen to have 2 Link monsters on my field other than Link Bumper, which means Dark Fluid gains 2 more attacks. Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid, attack Doyo Defender.
Mercy?
Mercy? Whatever is that? Firewall Red and Dark Fluid, attack Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja. And to the victor go the spoils. Amazing! I got 3 large amounts of dual energy for the price of 1. This is only the beginning. The more dual energy I get, the more the Earthbound Immortals will have in power. The game is on.